This is Valley News Live at 5.
New for you at 5, a silver alert is now canceled for a 76-year-old Devils Lake man. Law enforcement in Devils Lake found Thomas Townsend dead this morning in the Starkweather area north of Devils Lake. Authorities also found his vehicle in the same location. The Ramsey County Sheriff's Office says it is still investigating the case. They say there doesn't appear to be any danger to the public. We are learning new information tonight on an investigation we first told you about last night. Fargo police said this afternoon they have seen an increase in catalytic converter thefts. Police say since last August, they responded to 97 reports of stolen catalytic converters. 31 of those are from last month alone. Police also released this map showing hotspots of where these thefts are happening. They say they're happening mostly in business parking lots where multiple vehicles are parked. It was just yesterday we showed you this video from Solo Drywall off of 53rd Avenue South in Fargo. The owner there says these two people were caught on surveillance video stealing his catalytic converter and in the process also cutting his antifreeze line. Tuesday morning, Fargo police say if you hear power tools in a nearby parking lot during the evening or night hours, go ahead and call dispatch immediately. Some big changes are coming tonight, and that includes wind and snow, with some of us getting a decent amount. Let's get the latest from Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson in First Weather. Hey, Hutch.
Hello, Andrea. Good evening, everyone. I got to tell you, things are going to return to more of a winter-like status over the next 24 hours, particularly this evening into the morning hours tomorrow, where we'll have a windy Wednesday night. A wintry mix, some getting some freezing drizzle and some sleet topped by some snow. So icy roads. Most of us will see between 1 and 2 inches. So not overwhelming amounts of snow, but it does come with very gusty winds upwards of 40 miles per hour, and isolated places could see 3 inches. So certainly a wintry commute in the morning, and overnight is when things will be at their worst. Blustery conditions all day Thursday with wet and cold. Now the snow moving into the eastern third of North Dakota is now focused over central North Dakota. We do have some areas of potential ice pushing northward through parts of western Minnesota. Some snow showers in the eastern third of North Dakota, but the organized activity extends from near the Rolla area down towards just west of Bismarck. Reduced visibilities in Minot under 1 mile with the snow and the wind combining there. Gusts in that area are over 30 miles per hour and approaching 40 miles per hour. Here's a quick peek at the snowfall potential. Again, a trace to an inch for many in the south. Areas of ice underneath some snow, 1 to 3, with the best chance of closer to 3 near the international border and in the Walhalla area. Tonight, temperatures steady. Our best chance of snow in Fargo and in Grand Forks comes after 10, and I will time everything out, Andrea, coming up here in just a few more moments.
All right, thanks, Hutch. A reminder ahead of these cold temperatures, make sure that you are prepared. Hutch and the weather team are always making sure we're up to date with the forecast. And tonight, Summer digs a little deeper, reminding you what to keep on hand in case of an emergency. Summer?
Getting stranded in the winter, we never think it'll happen to us until it does. And if or when that does happen, you need to be prepared. Putting together a winter survival kit to toss in the backseat of your car is pretty simple. Some basics you want to keep to include or keep to be warm, include a hat and gloves, very basic essentials that a lot of us carry with us at all times. Also, you can find these little hand warmers at a gas station or a convenience store for fairly cheap, and they're nice and small to pack away. Other things to keep warm: blankets, one for yourself and each member of your family. If you find yourself stuck in a ditch or stuck in the snow, some other things you want to keep on hand include a shovel. You can find smaller ones as well that fold up and can even fit under the seat of your car. Some cat litter will come in handy if you find yourself on icy conditions and need a little bit of traction to get going. Cat litter gets the job done. Snow boots are also wanted as you're out digging out the snow to keep your feet warm, and gloves to keep yourself on the warm side as you're out digging up the snow. Another essential to keep on hand are some tow ropes if someone does come by to help you, and some jumper cables if your car still has some battery. Some other necessities to keep in that winter survival kit include a first aid kit with basic first aid care, a charger for your phone in case you run out of battery, and a flashlight along with some extra batteries is extra important because it's dark more often than it's not this time in the winter. So it's easy to pack all these things in a backpack and just toss it in the back seat of your car. Reporting live, Summer Schnellbach, First Alert Storm Team.
All right, thanks, Summer. And make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app also so that you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so that you can plan your day. All you have to do is search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free. A woman believed to be involved in a string of car break-ins and package thefts now faces multiple charges. 35-year-old Kayla Dronin is charged with 3 counts of theft under $500, unlawful entry into a vehicle, conspiracy to commit theft, unlawful use of plates, and fleeing an officer. Court documents state around 8 a.m. on December 9th, a woman's car was broken into in her apartment parking lot at 2421 20th Avenue South. Dronin reportedly stole the victim's birth certificate, title to the car, a cell phone, and $100 in cash. On the exact same day, doorbell cameras captured Dronin allegedly stealing multiple packages. The trial is now set for a local teenager accused of assaulting 2 women in South Moorhead. 18-year-old Ashton Bellafuel is charged with second-degree attempted murder as well as first, second, and third-degree assault. Officers were called to the 1900 block of 18th Avenue South in Moorhead on November 19th for an ongoing disturbance. The 2 victims told officers that after a verbal argument, they were assaulted with a knife, a screwdriver, and a stick. A trial date is set for March 8th. Law enforcement in North Dakota testified today against a move to limit the use of cell phone pinging during emergencies. Pinging can help identify where the phone and its owner are and has helped in searches where time is of the essence.
So another example would be someone gets kidnapped and another person knows that they've been kidnapped. We would want that ability, of course, to try to locate that person and get them help. If we're not able to ping the phone, obviously it would be tough for us to potentially find them.
After testifying a couple hours ago, Sheriff Johnner said he was told that an amendment was proposed to House Bill 1456. Johnner feels confident that it will be approved, allowing law enforcement to continue pinging in emergency cases. Today, lawmakers were honoring a U.S. Capitol police officer killed during the insurrection at the Capitol. House and Senate leaders joined the family of Brian Sicknick in the building's rotunda today for a congressional tribute. Sicknick was injured, hit in the head with a fire extinguisher as rioters tried to overtake the building on January 6th. He died the next day. Those who knew Sicknick remember a kind and humble man called the quiet rock of his unit.
Our promise to Brian's family is that we will never forget his sacrifice. We must be vigilant as what President Lincoln referred to as the harsh artillery of time. We will never forget. With your permission, may we be worthy to carry Brian in our hearts.
Officer Sicknick is being laid to rest in a private ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery. The fight to get the coronavirus vaccine continues, with North Dakotans in Phase 1B questioning how they can get their hands on a vaccine. Valley News Team's Callie Hubbard found out how local healthcare workers are making sure you don't fall through the cracks.
I just really want everything to go away. We've had to close down the whole center.
Many like Brianna Orlando from Fargo are still sitting in the Phase 1B category waiting to get their COVID-19 vaccine. She's immunocompromised and a child care worker wanting to protect her kids.
We definitely are trying to be as fair and equitable as possible when we are reaching out to our patients.
Health officials in the Valley are trying to get everyone in the Phase 1B category vaccinated. That's older individuals, people with underlying health conditions, child care workers, and employees of preschools and kindergarten through 12th grade. The problem, patients have to pre-register to get their vaccine online, and some may not have access to a computer. Essentia Health is doing a few things so you don't fall through the cracks.
We are also following up with phone calls to those folks to let them know that they're eligible to receive that vaccination. And then if we don't have response from either of those options, we will be mailing letters as well.
Hospitals like Essentia Health are using a randomized selection process to figure out who's getting the vaccine next. If you're randomly selected to get the vaccine, you'll get a phone call.
I'm really hoping that we just get our normal lives back at this point.
In Fargo, Callie Hubbard, Valley News Live.
Staff with the North Dakota Department of Health say they have not moved on to Phase 1C yet, but say each community may move to the next priority as demand declines. You can see who is being vaccinated across the state by looking at the vaccine locator on our VNL News app. Clay County Public Health has a vaccination update for you through their Clay County Board of Commissioners meeting. Valley News Live's Brian Sherrod has the latest information from that meeting.
Clay County continues to receive vaccination doses to provide to their patients that qualify and would like it. Well, so far, they are using all vaccines that they receive. Now this week, Clay County Public Health is receiving 1,000 vaccination doses this week. 500 are first doses, while the other 500 are second doses. These doses are shared with Essentia and Sanford. Last week, Clay County received 975 doses and also provided with Sanford and Essentia. Clay County continues to vaccinate patients in Phase 1A, but invite child care centers and E12 educators to these clinics. So far, the COVID-19 numbers are continuing to decrease.
Numbers are still low. Of course, we'd like to see a lot more, and this is just based on vaccine availability. So we're getting every amount of vaccine that we receive. We get that out within 3 days as required. 90% needs to be out within 3 days.
So far in Clay County, 5,565 people have received the first dose, while 1,272 people have received the second dose. The first dose, known as a jumpstart dose, provides 50% immunity. The second dose provides 95% immunity, and this does include Moderna and Pfizer. Well, Fergus Falls continues to be a pilot site focusing on second doses this week. They use a random selection process to choose who will get the vaccine. Brian Sherrod, Valley News Live.
A statewide vaccine locator map has been launched to show the clinics that are registered vaccine providers. It does not show how much vaccine is available. This map will include Sanford and Essentia. It can be found on our VNL News app. And if you're looking to stay on top of the latest vaccine information, get our new VNL vaccine tracker. You can access national and local resources in just 2 easy steps. Just open your phone camera and point it at the QR code on your screen, and then tap the link that pops up. It's being called a beefier and fiercer version of America's super truck. We'll show you the remastered Ford F-150 still to come.
We're keeping our eyes on the skies as snow out west is pushing into the valley this evening and overnight for many of us. First alert weather days for the rest of your night into Thursday morning. I'll have hour by hour details in your forecast straight ahead.